Hi guys, it's SimLicy here. So welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is one of the apartments that came with Eco Lifestyle. I'm not exactly sure the address, but as always, you can look on the top left-hand side of the screen. So if you want to place it in your game, that's where it goes. So for this apartment, I wanted to do something that was for a student. So I wanted to make something that looked pretty generic, like a regular apartment that you could rent that's not too like specific to any sort of style. So that's why I'm using these very simple countertops from Base Game and then very simple appliances, not trying to make it look, I guess, like any specific style. Just a very basic apartment, and then I'm decorating it to feel more youthful. At least that's what I tried. Like maybe some decorations that I might use like in a teenager's room, but I tried to make it feel a bit more grown up. And so hopefully you guys will like it. I really enjoyed decorating this apartment, and I was actually heavily inspired by another Sims 4 builder, and their channel's name is Mr. Olkin, and I absolutely love his channel so much. He's one of the most amazing builders, and I just really enjoy all of his videos. So if you guys haven't seen his channel before, I'll have it linked in the description, but I highly recommend that you check it out if you haven't. But I was heavily inspired by one of his specific videos, and he made a university student's apartment about a year ago. So maybe some of you guys remember this video, but I remember really liking his kitchen space with all of the clutter on the kitchen table, and then also the use of this board that we have from Base Game that's kind of like a boardroom board. It has like a pie chart on it, and I never used that object. I think I've used it maybe in the science lab build that I did for my save file, but other than that, I just haven't touched it. And so I decided that I wanted to use it here in this apartment because I just remembered how much I liked it in his. And yeah, so I will have that video linked in the description. So if you haven't seen it before, definitely check it out there, and also subscribe to his channel following the link to it in the description. But either way, here I am just decorating the kitchen. I have a washer and dryer in here. I'm adding some clutter. Again, trying to add clutter that I think makes sense for somebody who's a bit younger. So I don't really know exactly what that looks like, but I just tried to make it feel youthful. And I think I made that happen more in like the color choices and trying to make it feel more like brighter and playful kind of, I guess. And over here I'm using these Parenthood couches, and I've done this so many times. You guys are probably so sick of it, so I'm sorry if you are, but I used this couch and I put two of them together to look like a sectional sofa. And I'm really hoping that at some point we actually get sofas that are like L-shaped or U-shaped or any sort of different shape other than just a regular shaped couch. But over here is going to be the dining table. So like I said, I was really inspired by his video, so I'm cluttering up around dining table and then using that pie chart board here in just a moment. And I decided not to clutter up the table too much. I just wanted to add a few decorations like a coffee cup, some pens and pencils, and then some homework and pieces of paper. The reason I didn't add more clutter is because I think only one student actually lives in this apartment, because it's a very small apartment and I really didn't have space to add another bedroom. But I was thinking for a moment of using bunk beds and then having the students like share a room with bunk beds, but then I thought that I really wouldn't like to play like that, and thought it would be easier for you guys just to swap out the bed for bunk beds if you preferred to have roommates that had bunk beds in the same room that went to school. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a possibility, and I think it'd be easy for you guys to switch it if you decide to play that way. So, but you will see me in a moment when I go into the bedroom, pull out the bunk beds for a second, but quickly change my mind. And then over here, I'm adding a side table, and I also added this banner from Discovery University that's like a college banner. It has some Simlish on it. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to say or what it's supposed to be representing. I think actually it's supposed to be representing the like the robotics department, because it has that little gear on it. That's my guess anyways. But either way, I wanted to pick something that wasn't specific to like Brightchester or Foxbury. I wanted it to be more just like general. But I was also thinking about the student that lives here, and so I placed these pictures that I'm not sure if they're from base game or if they're from another pack, but either way, I placed them above that side table. And I was thinking that the student that lives here really likes journalism and they like traveling. And so that's why I also wanted to place this board here in the entryway, because it has like the map on it and it has like all these like traveling pictures. And I also put the cork board with some of the travel little postcards that came from my first pet stuff. So I think this sim really loves to travel and they really love writing. And so I was thinking those pictures above that side table were like maybe like articles that they wrote that had been featured in like the school magazine, or maybe a magazine that they write for or work for, or something like that. And so I thought that was pretty fun, and I think that's what this student is going to school for. They really want to be a writer and they really want to travel and take pictures and kind of combined all of those into their career. And yeah, I thought that was a really fun idea. So I really enjoyed decorating this apartment, and I just realized I didn't end up using that bulletin board, or not the bulletin board, the whiteout board, because it only came in colors I didn't want to use. So I ended up using this poster instead. I thought I still used it, but yeah, I remember thinking that I wanted it in like a white or brown frame, but it only came in like with the brighter colors, which I think technically would have probably worked for this apartment, but at the time I was not really enjoying it. But I also really liked using that coat rack that I used in the entryway that's made out of the skis that came with Snowy Escape. I thought that was super cute, and I love like the coats and stuff hanging from it. So I enjoyed that, and then I quickly decorated the bathroom, and then over here is going to be the bedroom. So here you can see I quickly pulled out the bunk beds, but then decided, yeah, I wasn't going to do that and just use this bed instead. And I like this bed. I think it matches the apartment really nicely. And then I also wanted to include a computer desk, and I ended up just using one of the smaller single tile computer desks because I really didn't have space to include like a larger one. But if you wanted to, you could remove the closet, because I had this giant walk-in closet from Get Together in here. And I just liked the way it looked in here, so I decided to leave it alone. And I didn't really feel like the student needed more of a desk space, since they already had their kitchen table with all of their homework and stuff sprawled out on it. So I think they use that more than their desk in here. And then here I'm just adding the final few decorations. I add a mirror from Discovery University because it has all the stickers on it, which I thought was super fun. And then I add a couple of skill building objects like the keyboard, and then also the camera that came from Moschino stuff pack. I thought that was pretty perfect to put in here, but of course there's other cameras that are base game if you would like to have your sim take pictures. But either way, this is it for the build, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully you guys enjoy the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche.